It was a quiet evening. The sun had just disappeared, leaving behind a soft orange glow in the sky. Children were returning home. Smoke rose gently from cooking fires. Then suddenly, a loud scream shattered the peace. "Thief! Witch! Somebody help me!" People ran towards the compound of Mama Aduni, a respected woman known for her wealth and strict nature. And there, in the middle of her courtyard, a goat was standing on two legs. Yes, two legs. Its eyes were glowing faintly, its mouth opened slowly, and in a clear human voice it said, "I am not a goat, I am the truth you buried." The entire crowd froze, because everyone knew this was not ordinary, and whatever was about to be revealed would destroy someone's life. At the center of this story was Amara. Amara was a young girl with soft brown skin, kind eyes, and a heart that carried more patience than most people here. She was known for her gentle nature and her hard-working spirit. Even when others insulted her, she would simply smile and walk away. She lived with her stepmother, Mama Aduni. Mama Aduni was feared, not because she shouted, but because she smiled too much when she was about to do something wicked. She was beautiful, yes, but her beauty hid jealousy, greed, and a heart that could destroy anyone who stood in her way. Then there was Tunde, Mama Aduni's only son, spoiled, proud, and lazy. He believed everything in the world belonged to him. And finally, there was the goat, a strange goat with dull white fur and unusually intelligent eyes. It had appeared one market day, and for the moment it arrived, nothing remained the same. The story took place in a lively community filled with colorful houses, narrow dusty paths, and loud marketplaces. Every morning, traders shouted over each other, "Fresh pepper! Fresh fish!" Women balanced baskets on their heads. Children chased tires. Men sat under big trees, discussing politics and destiny. At the center of it all was Mama Aduni's large compound, painted bright, always busy, always filled with visitors. But behind its beauty lived secrets. Amara's life was simple. Every morning before the sun rose, she swept the compound, fetched water, and prepared food. Even though Mama Aduni treated her like a servant, Amara never complained. Sometimes she would sit quietly behind the house and sing softly to herself. That was her only escape. One afternoon, while returning from the market, Amara saw a weak goat tied to a tree. The seller shouted, "Last price! Nobody wants this useless animal." The goat looked at her, not like an animal, but like someone begging for help. Amara felt something move inside her. She used the little money she had saved and bought the goat. When she brought it home, Mama Aduni laughed. A useless girl buying a useless goat. Perfect match. But Amara didn't care. She fed it, cleaned it, talked to it, and strangely, the goat began to grow stronger. Not long after, something unusual began to happen. Anytime Amara cried near the goat, something good would follow. One day, after Mama Aduni slapped her, Amara cried beside the goat. The next morning, a wealthy trader came and paid double for their goods. Another time, after Tunde insulted her, she cried again. That same evening, money that had been missing for weeks was suddenly found. Mama Adunu noticed. Her eyes narrowed. This girl is not ordinary. Greed slowly crept into her heart. She began to watch Amara closely. One night, Mama Aduni hid behind the kitchen and saw something that made her blood run cold. Amara was sitting beside the goat, crying. Then suddenly, the goat spoke softly, gently. Do not cry, Amara. Your pain will soon end. Mama Aduni covered her mouth in shock. Her heart started racing, not with fear, but with hunger. This goat brings fortune. From that moment, she made a decision. Amara had to go, and the goat had to belong to her. The next day, Mama Aduni accused Amara of stealing her gold necklace. I trusted you, and this is how you repay me? Amara fell to her knees. I didn't take it, I swear. But no one listened. Tunde shouted, throw her out. Even the neighbors believed Mama Aduni. Amara cried, not just because of the accusation, but because the only home she knew had turned against her. She was beaten, insulted, and finally pushed out of the compound. As she walked away, barefoot, with tears running down her eyes, the goat broke its rope and followed her. Days passed. Amara and the goat lived near an abandoned hut. She survived by doing small jobs, washing clothes, carrying people's loads. But something strange continued. The goat would sometimes disappear at night and return in the morning. Each time it returned, Amara would find food, money, or help waiting for her. Meanwhile, back at Mama Aduni's compound, things began to fall apart. Money started disappearing. Customers stopped coming. Tunde fell sick without explanation. Mama Aduni became restless. This doesn't make sense. One night, she whispered, that goat, it belongs here. So she went searching. The night Mama Aduni found Amara was the same night everything was revealed. She dragged the goat away by force. Amara screamed, please, don't take it. But Mama Aduni laughed. Everything that brings wealth belongs to me. She tied the goat in her courtyard. The next evening, the crowd gathered after hearing strange noises, and then the goat stood up on two legs. Its eyes glowed, and it spoke. Mama Aduni, do you want wealth or truth? She stammered, wealth. The ghost's voice grew louder. Then take the truth with it. Suddenly, the ground shook. The goat transformed, not into a spirit, but into a young woman. A woman who looked exactly like Amara's late mother. The crowd gasped. but she pointed at Mama Aduni. "You poisoned me so you could take my husband and my home." Silence, heavy and deadly. Mama Aduni fell to the ground. "No, no, it's a lie." But the spirit raised her hand, and vision appeared. Everyone saw it: the poison, the betrayal, the crime. Mama Aduni's secrets were exposed. She was driven out of the community in shame. Tunde, left alone, had no choice but to change his ways. Amara was brought back with honor. The house that once rejected her now belonged to her, and the goat, it smiled one last time, then disappeared into thin air. Peace returned, but no one ever forgot what happened in that compound. Moral lesson: when truth is buried, it does not die, it waits, and when it rises, it exposes everything. No matter how long it takes, greed may bring temporary gain, but truth always brings final justice. If you like stories like this, please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.